We've been in lockdown for several months now. How many days has it been? Okay, apparently it's been something like 96 days in lockdown now. To begin with, I was coping quite well, but now I am definitely over it. These past 3+ months have been exhausting. Not just because of lockdown, but lockdown has certainly exacerbated it. And I'm one of the lucky ones. I have food, shelter, a small but stable income, a space to work and a space to rest. I can't imagine how difficult it must be for others less fortunate than I am going through this. My experience of lockdown has included teaching online and fumbling my way through my PhD. Both of these tasks have been fairly tumultuous. It's funny being a grad student because the undergrads look up to you as if you have some say in what's going on, but we don't, and it's just as frustrating for us as it is for the other students. My volunteer work with the elderly, which usually keeps me going in tough times, has been put on hold, and at first I enjoyed the break, but now I really miss it, and I worry about their mental health too. If I feel lonely, it must be so much worse for those who cannot see their families or friends at all right now because of being a vulnerable group. Meanwhile, we've been watching the COVID case numbers at first go down and then switch to a steady increase. The restrictions have been eased slightly so we can now meet outdoors, which I appreciate, although after an initial catch-up there's not a lot left to say. I've been living so much in my own head recently. I haven't done anything exciting, and truth be told, I'm scared of meeting up with people because I don't feel I have anything interesting to say. I can see how it would be so easy to fall back into my eating disorder right now. My head is full of worries at the moment about COVID, about the future, about my PhD, about the inequities in society that have been highlighted through all of this. My eating disorder would provide a way out by replacing those worries with thoughts of food. I feel like I'm not really achieving anything at the moment. It's hard to motivate myself to do anything at all when pretty much everything I do is driven by people. The in-person connection is so vital. I know that I don't need to be productive all the time, and it's enough simply to survive through this lockdown, but I do miss feeling a sense of achievement. My eating disorder would give me that feeling of accomplishment if I were to make it my goal to lose weight. My emotions right now are constantly on the brink. The tiniest things can tip me over. The other day I wanted to make an iced coffee, but we ran out of ice and I started crying. Everything feels out of perspective. I read the news about what's going on in New Zealand and around the world, and it saddens me more than ever. My eating disorder could numb me from feeling these emotions. With all the stress and anxiousness I've been feeling recently, my appetite has dropped and my sleep has worsened. It's hot and I can't be bothered to cook, and I can't think of anything much that appeals anyway. It would be so easy to just not cook and not eat. But I'm not going to let myself fall back into the spindly arms of my eating disorder. I've been there before, and I know that my eating disorder doesn't solve anything in the long run. This situation right now is hard enough without me adding an active eating disorder into the mix. My eating disorder might tempt me with its quick fixes, but I know that it would also screw up my digestion, ruin my bones, make my hair fall out and my nails brittle, make my family even more anxious, and make me even more miserable. This lockdown will pass in maybe a couple of weeks, a month or more, but an eating disorder sticks around for so much longer than that, like an irritating piece of gum that you can't get off your shoe. So when times are good and when times are tough, I will always choose recovery.